In this video, I want to take you through how you can build your own niche affiliate website. And I'm going to try to be fairly comprehensive and give you lots of detail to help you make this easier to do. So the objective of this video is to show you the essential steps that you need to follow to create your own niche affiliate website. And I'm going to take you through them step by step, one at a time, with lots of visuals on the screen so that you can see exactly what you have to do. Now make sure you stay until the end, because I'm going to share with you how you can accelerate getting your niche site up and running even faster, with all sorts of premium plugins included as well. So it's going to be right at the end, and I'm going to tell you exactly how to do that. But let's get started. Now, the whole principle of this site is that it is a no-sell site. Now that sounds counterintuitive. Surely you should be selling. But actually what you should be doing is creating and importing content which is educational, informative, and entertaining. And then you match that with relevant affiliate products. So if people are interested in yoga, then they get lots of educational content about yoga, but on the right hand side of the sidebar they get opportunities to buy yoga products, normally in my sites from Amazon, but you can do this on any affiliate program. So the whole idea is to match interest with buying intent, but not to try to sell people. Of course, you can share your content in social media to create organic traffic back to the site, but you don't share Amazon products. In fact, some social media sites won't let you share affiliate links at all. So you have to be very careful about that. And the whole idea is that you build an authority site around whichever niche you want to build it around, to stimulate organic search traffic that comes to your site, and then people go on to buy products on your affiliate links. So we're going to use my fitness and workout affiliate site as an example of what we're going to do during this video. So we'll be referring to this constantly. And if you haven't already done so and you're watching this on YouTube or anywhere else where you can subscribe, please do so that you don't miss any other videos. Let's press on. So the first thing you need to do is to select the niche that you want to operate in. Now, I'm not going to spend a huge amount of time teaching you how to select niches, but it is a critical factor. I suggest that you avoid really competitive spaces, and you're trying to offer products in the range of $100 to $250. Certainly no more than $250, but if it comes down to 40 or 50, that's probably okay too. But that's what in order to get enough income from people clicking, bearing in mind that you're going to get paid somewhere between 4 to 10% commission. If you think $100, if you're on 4%, you'll only make $4. So you need to think about what you're going to be matching your niche to the products in order to make sure you get a reasonable income from your site. You also need to keep in mind the importance of buyer intent. So if people come to your site looking for the best of or the top 10 or for reviews, it's probably because they're trying to decide what they want to buy in order to solve a particular problem. Maybe they're doing yoga, their mat's all worn out, they want to buy a new mat, so they're going to go and look on your site for the best yoga mats and then make a choice and then click on your Amazon link and go across to Amazon and buy it. So you see how buyer intent is important. Now, I use mostly Amazon Associates for my sites. Of course, you can go and find lots of affiliate programs on CJ Affiliates. It used to be Commission Junction. And there are lots of other affiliate sites and programs out there. But you do need to keep an eye on the commission rates to make sure you're getting a reasonable commission rate for all the hard work you're going to be doing. So if you look at the Amazon commission rates, which are shown on the screen here, you can see luxury and beauty, Amazon coins, you get paid 10%, but televisions, digital video games, you only get paid 2%. So you really want to be looking to be promoting Amazon products really in the sort of lifestyle areas. Maybe digital music, I think, is too competitive. But decide what you're doing, but things to avoid, like gift cards, well, there's no commission on them, so why would you be promoting them? So you see how it's important to understand the commission rates. Let's get started then. You've got an idea of the niche you want to tackle. I've got this site in the fitness niche, and let's see how you can start to put it together. The first thing you need to do is purchase a domain, a store name, a www. Whatever it is, johnsfitnessstore.com or johnsfitness.store, whatever you want to however you want to choose it. But you'll need to go in and purchase a domain name. You'll need to get some hosting, and you'll need to install WordPress. Now, I'm not going to spend 10 or 15 minutes telling you how to do that, because simply that's not going to be of great value to you. What you really need to do is understand how to set your store up once you've done those things. Now, make sure your domain name does relate to your niche. It helps with SEO, and it doesn't have to be a .com. So don't worry about that too much, but you definitely want to try and get some of your niche keywords into your domain name. There are lots of hosting options. Bluehost, GoDaddy. I use GoDaddy quite a lot, but you have to decide where you're going to host and go and get that set up. Your WordPress installation is pretty simple, and very often your hosting partner will install it for you if you ask them. Choose a simple, i.e. free WordPress theme to get started. Don't get hung up too much on these things. You really want to get stuck into the detail I'm about to share with you. So we need to look and see what we're going to do about setting up affiliate accounts, and I'm talking particularly here about Amazon Associates. So if you don't already have any affiliate accounts, do start with Amazon Associates. It's the biggest elephant in the room, and it's the easiest one to draw people's attention to because they already trust it. You can add other programs and affiliate sites later on if you want. Now, bear in mind, at the moment you will need 3 proper purchases within 6 months to get access to the API, which will be useful for some of the plugins we're going to be showing you. But you can still bring in affiliate links manually while you're getting set up if you don't have API access. While you're setting up your Amazon accounts, make sure you set up your accounts on at least these stores, and this is from Amazon. So you want to have a US store, I would suggest, first of all, but then set up stores in United Kingdom, Canada, Germany, France, Spain, Italy, and Japan. Well, I haven't set up Japan because, frankly, I couldn't get through the language. But if you use Amazon One Link, it will link all these stores for you. So if you get a click from somebody on an Amazon.com link and they go and buy on Amazon.co.uk, then you will still get the credit for that sale. So setting up different Amazon stores is very useful, and linking them all up in Amazon One Link is also an essential step. And if you go into Amazon Associates, they'll explain exactly what to do there. Okay, let's take a quick look at some of the WordPress plugins that we're going to be using. And I also want you to understand what plugins are, because they're a really quite important part of the whole WordPress installation. Essentially, a WordPress plugin is a piece of software that you upload and install in your WordPress backend, which adds functionality to your WordPress website. And there's a whole range of these things. Many are free. Some with added functionality are paid. We're going to use some paid and some free plugins on this particular site, but it's important to understand that the paid ones are paid for a good reason, because you get some extra additional functionality which makes your life easier. And if it makes your life easier and quicker, that's a smarter way to work than trying to do everything manually yourself, even if it requires a little upfront investment. So I'm going to show you which plugins we're using. Spoiler alert, wait till the end to find out how you can get these done for you. Okay, I've already hinted that I've got a nice surprise for you at the end of this lecture. But what we're going to do is to not spend time explaining to you exactly how to put in plugins, or indeed what they're going to do. I just want you to be aware that plugins are there and that we're going to be using some of them. So we're going to be using Thirsty Affiliates, which is a way of helping you to tag your links on words across your site. We're going to use Thrive in various forms. We're using the Elementor site building plugin because it makes life a lot easier to build your site. We're using Yoast SEO because it does help you with your SEO. We're particularly using WP Automatic, which is a great way of bringing in content to your site automatically. You'll see the Thrive dashboard is installed there, and we're using Google Analytics, so we're going to link the site up to Google Analytics as well. Let's take a look now at store categories. This is the first thing you need to set up. And these categories are basically the structure, the backbone of your entire site. Now you're going to need categories from information, so a category for your blogs, a category for any e-zine content, and a category for YouTube videos. Because you're going to want to have groups of these throughout your store, but you'll also need to have a category for your Amazon products. And each category needs to be represented. So if we're talking about running, we'll need a running blog category, we'll need a running e-zine category, a running video category, and a running Amazon products category. And each one needs to be set up separately. Now you can see from this list, which is some of my categories in my fitness site, that I've got stores and bleak shops. That's content coming in from Amazon. I've got my blog content. I've got reviews and tips. That's also content that's coming in from YouTube. And I've also got videos, direct videos, which are informative, and that's content coming in from YouTube as well. And you can see the structure of my store, which is driven by these categories on the menu above. We're going to get to navigation a bit later on, but you can see that I'm covering tips, videos, deals, blog, recipes, and reviews. So there's quite a lot going on that side. So when you create categories, what you need to do is to go to posts, then you go to categories below it, and in the category section, you basically need to add a category name. So let's say it's accessories shop, and a slug. And the slug, as it explains here, is basically just the lowercase letters, numbers, and hyphens of the name. So it would be accessories shop. It might be all one word. It might be separated by a hyphen. And it would just be in there. If you want to allocate a parent, you can do so, and then you click on new category, and that's your category created. It's as simple as that. Now, a top tip when you're designing the structure of your site, if you go to Amazon.com and you match your Amazon store categories from Amazon, that will help you to start setting up the framework for your store, because you can then go and find YouTube or e-zine content that matches those categories. Alternatively, you can look at another store affiliate network and see how they've set up their site and take inspiration from their categories. Look at other stores to get the best idea of the structure, and it's going to be a structure for the best taxonomy for your site, whatever niche you happen to be in. So now let's take a look at adding content to categories. Now this is where I tell you to write 30 to 50 2,000 word posts using long tail keywords, fully optimized over the next 3 months. Well, actually, it's not. You can, of course, create content this way, and I may well add some blog posts, handwritten blog posts, to my sites in due course. But I want you to get started quicker and faster, and I've got a much better way to do it. The way to do it is using this plugin WP Automatic, which you need to install. It allows you to pull in content to your site from a wide range of sources, which you can see here on the screen. We're particularly interested in Amazon and YouTube and e-zine articles. And remember, the objective of your site is to inform, educate, and entertain. So you need inside WP Automatic to create a campaign. You need to add topic related keywords. You need to get it to run every 8 hours. Now, if you're bringing in fitness videos from YouTube, you want to be bringing in fitness store products from Amazon. So you have to set up your campaigns, one for YouTube and one for Amazon. And if you're bringing in fitness articles, you need to bring them in from e-zine articles. And that each one is a separate campaign. I also suggest that you have a cutoff date no later than, say, January 2020. So you're bringing in relatively new content. And you're not bringing in loads of old videos. You can also set it up, by the way, to make sure you don't repeat any video or any link more than once. So you then set up one of each campaigns for each category. And once you've got one set up, make it easy. Just duplicate the one you set up and just change the name, change the category it goes to, and change the keywords. And then you can duplicate that. And that makes it much faster. And once you've set up your campaign, then run it manually 5 or 6 times just to populate your store, your website, with some content, articles or videos or whatever it happens to be from that particular campaign. So once you've created it, for your video articles and your campaigns, you then need to create your campaigns for your Amazon store. And this means you'll need to go to get your API access and secret key. And there's a tutorial on this in the back of WP Automatic. In order to enable WP Automatic to go and pull content from Amazon with your ID, your Amazon affiliates ID built into it. Of course, you need to use keywords like bestsellers or gourmet in order to get the best products from Amazon. And of course, you can also set up product-specific links to higher ticket items manually and using thirsty affiliates. So having done that, we now need to create the navigation system on your store. And this is easier than you might think. Go to Appearance Menus in WordPress, and you'll see the menus options on the right. And what you need to do to create a new one is very simple. In the menu items, select Categories, then select View All, and then simply add the categories that you want to include. And think about it as building a hierarchical structure. So you can see that you've got main heading menus, and then you've got sub-menus. So for my fitness videos, you can see I've got all these sub-menu of fitness videos. And for my fitness deals, which is my Amazon store content, I've got all these sub-menus. And on my header on my screen, you can see that the top level one appears on the screen. And if you click on the little arrow, then the sub-menu drops below it. And that makes it very easy for people to find their way around your site. So that's how you set up your menus. Now we're going to look at how you can customize your store headers. And these are quite important to have the right impact on your store, to have a really good professional looking site. Now I suggest you use Canva. I use Visme to create images. You can bring in stock images, just make sure you've got the copyright sorted out. The size is 1080 by 250 pixels. I would include the name of your store, and I'd also explain as well in your headers the benefits of your store. So fitness deals, fitness videos, deals, recipes, reviews, and more. Now you go to WordPress, go to Appearance, and then click on Customize, and that brings up this menu, and you need to select Header Menu from the Customize menu which appears. So we do that. Now you can see that I've got 5 images loaded, and I suggest you do this. You build a variety of different images and upload them to your site. You'll need to bring them through your media page, but that's very simple to do. Then you just click on the Add New Image, and I would also click on the Randomize Uploaded Headers button at the bottom, which means that every time somebody comes to your page, they'll get a randomized example of these 5 headers. You can put in more than 5 if you wish. So we need to set up the content layout on your home page next. And again, this is relatively straightforward. Now I want a home page which has got 4 full-size posts and 6 grid posts. I also want to focus on the video content. I don't want to be posting Amazon shop content on these pages. I want people to be interested in the educational, informative content. The Amazon stuff comes later. And I've also set it so that it's randomized. So every time they load it, they get a different set of images and pictures. So you'll need to get your IDs for your categories. And the quickest way to do that is to go into WP Automatic, edit any campaign, scroll down to the post to this category, and you can see it lists the IDs for every single category. And you simply need to make a note of those ID numbers for the different categories that you want to appear on your home page. So for my home page, for my fitness page, I selected the ones you can see. So accessories, exercise and fitness, fitness clothing, HIIT, Pilates, running, swimming, treadmill, and yoga. So I then select widgets from my Customise menu down here, and we're still into the Customise menu, and select Home Full Width widget. And from that, I'm then going to add a large post widget and a post grid widget using MH Posts. And again, MH Posts, MH is another plugin which gives you a whole range of different widgets that you can use on your posts, and it adds to the versatility of your site. So I'm opening MH Post Large. I select the category, so in this case exercise and fitness, but then I copy in the other IDs separated by commas into the multiple category box. And then I repeat this for the MH posts grid, and then I click publish at the top of the page. And note that I've got it set to publish random posts, and in the grid I've got 6 posts being published, and in the other one I've got 4. And this enables me then to have the screen that you saw right at the beginning. Now we need to customize the sidebars, and we're still working with widgets here. So what we want to achieve, and this is really critical, is to have your video content matching your Amazon content. So it's in the same category. So here you can see my HIIT, my HIT page. On the left hand side I've got my HIT videos, and on the right hand side I've got my HIT shop content. And you want to get that to match, and that's really important. The way you do it is very straightforward. Once I'll show you in a second when setting it up, but I'm just giving this screen so you can see more closely. You've got the HIT videos on the left hand side, and you've got the HIT shop on the right hand side, so the two tie in. So to populate the sidebar, we're using sidebar widgets, and to ensure they match, I'm using Thrive widget display options, which is part of the Thrive plugin. So we open up an MH post large widget. We title it, let's say running in this case. We select the category that we want to display the post from. So this one will always be your Amazon content. So you put in running shop, which is there. You'll also see that I want 3 posts in the sidebar. I want them to appear in random order. And now I have to open Thrive widget display options in order to set these up. And this is the way I'm going to make the two coordinate. So I go into the Thrive Clever Widgets display options. I click on categories. I then click on categories on the little sub tab you can see there. And I want to select which category post pages I want the Amazon content to appear on. And what you can see I've done is I've set it up. We're talking about running here. So I've set it up to appear on the running videos page, on my running blog. And I've also set it up, note, to appear on the running shop itself. So I'm going to get in the running shop, you can see all the Amazon content. And then on the right hand side, there's going to be more Amazon content tying into the same topic, same category on that page. It just means that my Amazon running shop doesn't have an empty sidebar. Now we simply save and close this window, and then scroll down and save the widget. And that's it. We now have running videos, our running videos page, we have the running video content, and we have the running products from Amazon on the right hand side. And that's how you get the two to coordinate. Note, I've also added a display ad. You have to wait till the end to learn more about that. And a link to my fitness Facebook page, which you can see here. Now we're going to talk about Google Search Console, and this is an important extra step because we want to be able to be indexed and for Google to be able to find us. So you need to go to Google Search Console. This used to be called Google Webmaster Tools, and you'll see on the right hand side the welcome page, and you need to put in your store URL, your site, niche site URL in the box on the right hand side. Now, the reason it's important to connect up with Google Search Console is we want to make sure that Google is indexing our site, and that therefore your posts can be found in Google search, because otherwise nobody will be able to find them and search for them. And once it's indexed, you can also use Google search tools, the use of Google Search Console, to monitor the performance of your site very straightforwardly. Actually, when I insert my URL for my fitness site, I get this confirmation, which confirms that my site has been verified and it's all connected up. To verify your site, you'll need to follow one of the methods shown on the screen. This is also inside Search Console. And then return to Google to get Google Search Console to confirm the file or the tag is on your site. There are full details on what to do inside Google Search Console, and the best way for you to understand that is to take the instructions directly from Google Search Console, because Google's always changing the way these things operate. We also need to install Google Analytics to make sure you can get even more detailed information about how your site is performing. Google Analytics is a really powerful tool. It is complex. You will need to spend some time getting familiar with its reports, but you need to install it so you can follow the basics at the very least of your site's performance. And you'll also be able to use it when you're looking to evaluate SEO and your site traffic. And it's important that you get it set up right at the beginning so that Google can collect information over time. Now, Google will tell you how to install. You can Google search this. It is changing all the time. Every time I go to Google Analytics, they've changed the user interface. And I don't want to confuse you by showing you one way now, only to find that in 6 months it'll be slightly different. So the key thing you have to know is you need to install Google Analytics for your site, and you need to follow Google's instructions, and you'll have to Google that to find out exactly how to do it. We need to think about social media integration to a certain extent because we want to be able to drive and create organic interest in your site from different places in social media. Now, I think you should set up some custom accounts for this. So I've set up as you can see here, a fitness and exercise page on Facebook. And I send content to it, and I'm gradually building the authority and the friendship, the followers on that site. I've also got a fitness board on Pinterest, and in addition to that, I've got accounts on Twitter, Reddit, and Tumblr. And frankly, it's up to you where you decide to share your content. You might want to put it on Instagram, you might want to put it on LinkedIn. It really depends what niche you're in and where you think your audience is going to be. But certainly think about having a social media content strategy so that you can get word out about your site into social media as well as relying on Google organic search. There are some essential pages you'll need to set up for your site, and I don't want you to forget these, so I'm going to take you through them quite quickly. We're not done yet, and you do need to set these up. And they're relatively straightforward to do. First of all, you will need a privacy policy and create links to it in your headers and footers. This is the part of an example of mine. Again, I'm not going to tell you exactly how to write your privacy policy, but you'll understand that you will need to put one together. Secondly, you'll need an affiliate disclaimer, and this is important because this is a legal requirement. If you have got affiliate links on your page, you need to have a good affiliate disclaimer explaining that that is the case, and you need to make sure as well that it's compliant with Amazon terms and conditions. You should also fill out an about page for your site so that your site visitors can find you and know a little bit about you, and this is an example of one of mine. Also, create a contact page so that people can reach out to you if they want to, and this is a little contact plugin which enables you to have these boxes, and it's very straightforward. Finally, you need to have a copyright notification on your site, and you can amend this if you go into themes, Customise, which we've already done, go to general theme options, and you'll see a copyright text, and you just need to change that to whatever your store name is. So, putting all that together, and it will take you a little bit of time, we're now good to go. Your site is now configured and you can start attracting visitors. Now, this is not going to happen overnight. It will take time for your site to build authority, and you can spend time developing your own free and paid traffic strategies to increase the traffic flow to your site. But that's not what this video is going to be about. So that is how you put together and build your niche affiliate website, step by step. I hope I've explained it clearly and made it easy to follow with lots of diagrammatic examples so that you can pick your way through the WordPress backend and understand exactly what you have to do step by step. But I did say that I was going to show you how you could get there faster. I promised you that there is a way that you can do this, and the best thing I can say about this is when you're putting something together, if you're not very familiar with it, always try and find somebody who's cleverer, smarter, more experienced than you are, and if you can enroll their help to get to achieve your objective, then that's a really smart way to operate. Now, my friend Robert Farrell has masterminded my site structure and system and has really helped me get it all set up, and he can share this expertise with you too if you want. He has a network called Store Builders Network, which you can go and join very easily, and he will explain to you exactly how he can help you and what he will do. But the main thing is that he basically puts the whole of the site together for you. So he's got the hosting, he's got the WordPress, he's got the domain name, he's got all the premium plugins already set up. So all you have to do is to configure it following the instructions I've put in my video here. You don't need to spend a lot of time and money doing all these, and these premium plugins can add up to quite an amount of money, but Robert's system allows you to do it in the easiest and fastest possible way. So if you want to know more, just click on the link below this video, or you can search for Store Builders Network and Robert Farrell. He does advertise quite widely. Let him know I sent you, obviously, and bear in mind, if you do click on the link below, full disclosure, that is an affiliate link and he will reward me, but you won't pay any more. So how to build an affiliate network website, niche affiliate website. I hope you find that helpful and interesting, and if you follow it up with Robert, then you'll also find it much easier, because he will do a lot of the basic heavy lifting for you straight up. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment. I'd love to know what your niche website is about, how's it doing, and if you've got some really clever traffic strategies, we can never get enough of those, so definitely share those in the comments below. So I really hope you enjoyed this. Watch the end screen and you'll get some recommendations for what you can watch next. But thank you for spending the time with me, and I really hope this has been valuable to you and will help you with your own niche affiliate website.